Hello again and welcome back to another one. And Eminem's Godzilla has now surpassed 200 million views, and this is one more to add to many for Eminem, and since Eminem won't gloat, you can count on the fans to do it for him, the user states, outselling rappers in their prime with zero effort and no promotion, GOAT behavior, in response to the latest milestone. And while 50 is catching some flack at the moment for comments he made recently, I'll focus on something more positive that came out of it, as 50 continues to show these younger rappers how it's done when it comes to giving credit where credit is due. And we have more to cover at the latter part of the video, including Eminem topping a chart that the publishers don't want, going by history. As always, hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel, turn on notifications, and find me on social media at etlifestyle_web. So we'll start with Revenge by Pink featuring Eminem, and when this dropped it was announced that a music video will follow, but nothing happened since until recently when the music video surfaced online, and we now get why it wasn't released. Eminem doesn't make an appearance in the video, but rather quote-unquote clones of Eminem akin to those in the real Slim Shady music video, so you'll understand why they decided to shelve this, or perhaps it was a reference shot for Eminem and he didn't like the idea, no one knows for sure. And we move on to 50's section of the video. 50 covered so much ground in his interview with Wayne, including a common misconception about his success. Last week, when Shady Records came under fire for something as petty as a BET Award nomination that nearly everyone knew who was gonna win before the show, many people took it as a reason to take shots at Shady Records, and I must admit, the management of Shady probably needs to be overhauled, but it was common to see comments about how 50 Cent doesn't count as a win for Shady because 50 would have been as successful even without the label. Now we are gonna hear from the horse's mouth about if he actually believes he would have been this successful without signing under Eminem and Dre. Take a look.
Being in connection to M, I said it openly, right? I don't think you sell 13 million records without Eminem. Dre would make the credibility in M as a foundation that would put that connection would mean credibility, right? Exactly. My man, you had to be Tupac, make a double CD and die in the process to go diamond. So when I come through and I do 13 million records from the first album, it creates the kind of confusion you can't believe.
As you heard from 50, in his own words, no one is selling over 13 million in hip-hop with your debut album, and he's right on the money about how people wait for you to pass away before they hype you up like they hyped up Get Rich or Die Trying. In the US, the album will most likely go diamond in a couple of years. It's now certified 9 times platinum, and when that happens, you can expect to hear from 50. 50 is able to see what his connection with Eminem and Dre did for him, but that hasn't stopped people from downplaying his connection to Shady. But be careful going on his page to diss Eminem, or this could be you. Speaking about Shady Records, the past few days haven't been the best, and recently they tweeted out, "Party like it's your birthday, happy birthday this holiday weekend to Shady Fam, Bizarre, Royce the 5'9", and 50 Cent." And some fans were quick to point out something off about this tweet. The user states, "You forgot Joel Ortiz," and this was tweeted on the 6th of July, which is Joel's birthday, and it didn't take long for this to get connected to Eminem omitting Joel once again when talking about his buddies Royce and Crook. Several users tweeted about Joel not making the cut. Poor Joel always gets forgotten, LMAO. And I have to ask, is it that people think Eminem runs the Shady account? But I get the connection nonetheless, and the user expanded on this. "Y'all be on time to wish happy birthday, but not to push Griselda's music, SMH. But I have to remind people of Joel's tweet about getting left out. Please stop telling me that Eminem left me off his GOAT rappers list." And since a lot of people were tagging him on that post that it was forgotten again, they probably didn't read this from him weeks ago. Next up today is about Genius, the outlet that was exposed one time for trying to replace Eminem with Drake on their year-ends list for most viewed artists. It's not a big deal, but why put your credibility on the line just to push out Eminem for something like this? And they were called out for this quote-unquote error, but it's yet to change. And in the month of June, it turns out that Eminem, despite releasing his project in January, came out on top as the most viewed artist of June. And the whole Eminem is irrelevant narrative is becoming a meme at this point. It's made its way to Facebook. And another false narrative bites the dust. So share your thoughts on the topics covered in this video in the comment section. Thanks again for your support as we approach 40,000. So like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't, and see you on the next one.